Good morning. So I'm sitting here, I was having a conversation with my baby. I was talking about PoRK. We were talking about, state of pigs being unclean and them having worms. And I was thinking about how the worms are in there. Like when I was young, I used to always eat, like I have like a bacon sandwich with, I have a sausage sandwich with bacon and mayonnaise with like some chitlins on the side, put all this up together and eat all at one time. But I realized that, I wasn't going to suffer any adverse effects from that immediately, but it accumulates. It has a cumulative damage, which means that it's just like with, I hate to say it, it's like with HIV. It's like, because you have it, it does not really mean that, you just want to just throw all your cards and caution to the wind. There's a cumulative factor, which means that if you're with a certain person over a certain amount of time, then it accumulates, which means that there's still preventative measures that are to be taken to make sure that, you don't exasperate or, make a situation worse. So I'm thinking about how, same thing with PoRK, it's like the worms and stuff that accumulate in our knees. It's certain parts of our body that do a lot of wear and tear, and based on, our consumption of it, they home in on certain parts of our body where they feel like they can, go to the core. They seek out the bone marrow. They want to get into your bone marrow. And because that's where your blood is made, And it's talked about, it says, in hell where the worm will never die. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can die, but the worms in our body won't die. I was listening to a lady named Shahrazad Ali, and Shahrazad said that they couldn't even nuclear radiate kill the worms. She was like, you can't microwave them out, you can't get them out. And once they're in it, you can't get them out. But like I said before, though, it's not as just throw caution to the wind or just throw it all away. It's almost like there's a reason for everything, to the extent to be like, you know what, we have to live in a ever vigilant way where it's like the battle's never ending. It's never ending. It's always a constant struggle with anything we do. And it's funny because it's peculiar, because it's almost like, with that being said, I'm really trying to like not eat no meat. And I realized too, it's not just that, there's something in the plants that certain parasites don't like. They don't like the plants. It's certain plants that, gypsy worms don't make. Like, okay, we got like gypsy worms in North Carolina. They like make their, like these do like silk webbing nests. They don't make those on pine trees, which means that today I'm gonna go out and today gonna be a pine tar sap tea day. Go get some pine tar, and that's one of
now approaching the street at South Point. Transfers to Go Durham Route 5.
I didn't know about it. I didn't know, and say I suffer too from a lot that I don't know. There's a lot that I don't know. And I suffer because of that. And so with that being said, I'm gonna go out today, and it's gonna be trial and error. I'm gonna make a bunch of mistakes probably, and a whole lot more after that too. But I'm gonna go get this thing on pine tar, and I'm gonna boil it, and then I'm gonna drink the daggone the brew off of it. And I'm gonna boil it again, because I did it one time before, but I realized that the second boil brings out more. There's a waxy coat or waxy film over the pine needles, so it's almost like the second boil, it breaks that waxy coat off, and then you really get the good old pine essence. It comes out after that. You get that good old pine essence, and it's like turpentine. It sounds like serpentine, but it's turpentine. And they used to use it for snake bites too. And I'm gonna get me some of that and see if I can get rid of parasites, because it's almost like snakes are like baby worms. This dude told me one time. Well, actually, he said this dude was going fishing, and he said he was trying to find some worms because he didn't know how to go fishing. He had to find some worms to go fish with, and he was like putting the daggone worms on the hook. And the dude was like, "How your fishing going?" He's like, I'm not doing too good today. He was like, these worms, every time I try to put them on the hook, and they're biting me. He was like, man, those aren't worms, man. He said, those are baby snakes.